Oh yeah, definitely.
Point to prove.
Yeah, definitely. The point to prove thing. I'm an older guy. I'm much older now. So like proving a point is mainly to yourself. I look in the mirror when I want to prove a point. But definitely I'm underrated because the rap industry now it's basically I would say it's Lola Doll.
Alright, bro. Dutch Dondada. That's the name.
Yes, sir.
Right? So, tell us who exactly is Dutch Dondada. Why the name, first of all?
All right. So the name Dutch Dondada. This goes a way back to my roots, basically. You know, growing up with a lot of peers. You know, back in the day, everybody get named Shard Boy, Black Boy, Tall Boy, Skinny Boy. Something has attached you. So Dutch is my last name is Van Sertimo. It's from my dad, Dutch heritage. So everybody, hey, Dutchman, Van, Dutchman, Dutchman, Dutchy, Dutch. And after it left. So doing music coming up all the time. Yeah, music wasn't something that I started right away. But being the best in sports and every other little thing that you compete in, you want to be the Dondada. So this is how you get the Dutch Dondada. You get what I'm saying?
It's funny that you say your last name is Van Sertimo. They got a big famous Guyanese professor.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you know him.
Ivan Van Sertimo. Yeah.
Family?
Yes, we are related. Personally, it's not like I'm strong with a lot of the family, but I know of the relation in it. So Ivan Van Sertimo is a great historian for Guyana.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people should look into him too as well.
Yeah, man, it's nice to spread some knowledge because
Oh, definitely.
Guyanese history very lost.
Yes, very, very, very. And we don't hold or put the people that really that really did the homework and did a lot for Guyanese on the high levels. We kind of forget about them, like such as Ivan Van Sertimo, you know.
Alright, but when people hear the name Dutch Dondada, we just said that, like, you know, this guy called names, and a Dondada is like a boss.
Correct is right.
You know
a kingpin, you know what I'm saying?
So, when people hear the name Dutch Dondada, what's one thing that you think they get completely wrong about you?
Completely wrong. Probably cockiness. They probably take my confidence for cockiness because I'm a person that strongly believe in constant manifestation and positivity. Even in the saddest of times and dark situations, I always look for the positive within the negative. So a lot of times people take me as cocky, but really I'm trying to also be positive and confident because I want the best outcome in all situations and aspects and parts of life, you know what I'm saying? Because you know sometimes a lot of times, you know, you be shabai right now, things struggling, but I always stay confident. So a lot of times people be like, when nothing ain't going bad and things going good, they might take the confidence for cockiness. So that's one thing for sure. I got a lot of that.
And what's something that you do regularly that doesn't really match your persona?
That I do regularly that don't match my persona.
Because you say that people would say that you might be cocky. Without knowing you, they might just assume that you'd be cocky. You know
Yeah.
But you're not that person.
Uh-huh.
You're all about positivity, you're very confident, you're passionate, you're visionary and whatever. So what is something that doesn't match that persona of you that you do on a regular?
I would say I'm a person who's very aligned with spirituality. So a lot of times spirituality is a balance. So it may not only be going for what you want, but you may be a bit hesitant and like, how to put it, like I'm a person who meditates a lot. So I'm in tune with my counterpart, my wife, yeah? She is also a person who's spiritual. So I do a lot of spiritual activities and stuff with each other. So there's a part that people don't expect from me based on a lot of the music too as well. Being involved in music, you know, the industry is a lot of energy and hype. When it comes to spirituality, it's a little bit dormant, a little bit more, you know, calmness and stuff. So it's kind of like there's a balance for me there. One time I'm hyper energy, super confident, and then I'm the opposite of that where it's a little bit more restrained, dormant, calm, you know, meditating. There's a side that people don't really expect or see from me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's deep, man. That's deep.
Yeah.
So Future Vision Entertainment, that's your label.
Correct is right.
And tell me a little bit about that, because when people have, I mean, my view is that Guyana doesn't really have a music industry, right? So I think people like us are kind of crafting.
Pioneering, yeah.
You basically like the forefathers of us.
Correct, correct.
You know what I'm saying? So when I hear things like a record label and stuff, you know what I mean, based upon what a record label is, I don't think we really fit that
criteria.
Yeah.
Understood.
So just explain that for me. Tell me why you see it as a label. What's the whole idea of Future Vision Entertainment?
That's a great question there. So Future Vision Entertainment started a while back as just us wanted to do music, and we're like, hey, let's be a group. However, at the time I did a lot of promotion. Me and my peers, we did things like barbecues, host events, party planning, parties, etc., things around those nature. But we were always in tune with this musical side too. So when we stepped out with Future Vision Entertainment, the idea was to really have a song that is unique to us, particular as our group of people, our team, have that out there. But obviously, when you start out a lot of things, you don't really have the overall understanding of where it may go or what is required of it. However, still wanting to be a person who's, hey, when I jump into something, I want to see it through, I want to get it done, I want to learn more. Understanding that what is required of a label, I started to put those things in play. I started to get a business registered, get a distributor that benefits the entire group, not just a distributor for a single artist, multiple artists. Sign with, get publishers, have the publishers pay for the package that allows me to work with multiple artists, so I can say, hey, maybe I have Tom, Bruce, Harry, etc., and they're all with Future Vision Entertainment. So when the music is produced, I have the engineers that work with us that are majority local. We have international people too who are making beats. It's registered, it's licensed, all this stuff are licensed and registered, so that when it's out there, not only that the individual benefits, but the label benefits too, so you can be able to continue to work with new people. Sometimes we do various projects where it might be just a one-off thing. Maybe I might just want to work with you on a single song. I have a rhythm, maybe I may have written a song, or we just have the rhythm and we want you to get on it based on whatever type of artist you are. We provide that, the label do that, we distribute it. If you have a distributor, we do shares with you and so forth. We're able to, like I said, we match a project. If we know this project is going to cost, just saying something, $10, we're going to be able to say, all right, cool, this project is worth $10 based on the artist and the project and our part of the resources that's required. We're going to put $5 and you match it with $5. Let's put this project out there and we'll be able to eat equally, take 50% shares or whatever the case may be based on the agreement. And that's what we do. We allow people to come, record music, and we publish and distribute it. It's not just a hobby, it's an investment. And to add to it, the overall big vision is to be a publisher, myself. Have an entity that is a publisher / distributor, so that people could, we don't have to, why we gotta go tell that to this BMI, let the market be right here, because all the other major continents and countries do publishing and distribution, and the money come right back to the economy there. But obviously it's a hand-in-hand thing whereby the government obviously is making steps in that direction to have laws to, in cooperation with what is required for us to have those things done. Because right, as of right now, it's a big loophole in the game of what's going on. So, yeah, that's definitely.
That's a good look, bro. You know what I mean? That was a brilliant way of structuring that and answering that question. So I guess people understand that. Because I was talking to a girl the other day, and she was asking me, what is it that you do? And when I told her I was involved in the creative industry, she said that it's not really a thing that you hear, because how do you make money off of it?
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah, so like having people understand that, you know what, there's an actual plan behind this. And
correct.
There's an understanding of how to make
the money, yeah.
That's important.
It's so important,
Hopefully that inspires whoever else just missing out on what they're actually supposed to be doing.
Yeah, so true.
Let me ask you, what's the last moment that made you feel like, before I go there, do you produce as well as record? Yes,
I do. I do not make beats as yet, but I do production in terms of mixing, song recording, a little bit of mastering. I'm well-rounded in every little bit aspect, but I do have a team that specializes in beat making, mixing, mastering. But just being obviously an artist and you want to be able to create your own song, you sit down, you take the time and invest and be able to mix. So there's a bunch of songs that I would have already mixed and mastered and released that are songs that are well known around Indiana too as well. One of the biggest ones is Freaky Friday. So it's a zest song. So it's a big thing. It's actually popping in Trinidad because a lot of people in Trinidad was playing it. It was big all over TikTok and stuff. So
Freaky Friday by who?
It's two artists goes by the name of Jovidan and Papidan.
Okay.
Yeah, the two youngsters. So what I like really working with the youngsters because when I was 15, ain't nobody showing me, telling me come to a studio or even give me a chance to record. It's like, it seems like it's a big gap between getting there and there. No, these guys could just come, pull up, hey Dutch, come to the studio there, boy, come, sit down.
That's why it's so necessary that people like us exist, because I'm sure Africa or somebody named who in jail, but Puff Daddy probably have a story similar to this.
Yeah, sure.
Everybody that started from nowhere and created something out of nothing got story similar to what you saying here, you know what I mean? Like, they had nobody but a vision, and now everybody got them. You know what I'm saying? So
Facts.
that's important. So what's one moment that made you feel like, yeah, I'm doing something properly in this game? I'm excited for Freaky Friday.
Let me see that I'm doing something probably. What was the moment? Probably, okay, so I was doing, when I first started music, I was like, I just went to England, started to work with a friend of mine who used to go to the aeronautical engineering school here, and he went away to continue his engineering career. I worked at Ogle, but not as an engineer, just as a regular aviator under the engineering department. Nevertheless, we continued our relationship. I went to England, he's in Scotland. He's like, yo, come over, spend some time at my crib. He's into the music now. He's like, I'm following up this music thing. If you could show me a few pointers, head over to his crib. We spent like a week and a half together, and he just giving me game like, yo, buy these equipment, do this. You could do your own recording before you jump to studio. Better yourself, do this. If you're rapping, do that. If you're singing, do this. You know, just giving me a lot of pointers, showing me the business in a first world country, because the UK is England, Scotland, Ireland, and Wales. Well, we don't really count Wales, but basically England and those places are heavy with hip-hop in the whole, music in the whole, but hip-hop is big over there too. And he does show me like how to get in the game and how tough it is. So when I came back to Ghana, I was like just recording people and learning how to record too as well. Like I wasn't really putting out music. So a lot of my peers that were recording with me, they were going to front. And I was like always there in the back just watching. But when I started to do my first project, The Don Way, one of the songs from the project, which was Artiste, is like a dancehall song. And I don't really do dancehall music like that at the time, right? I do a lot more of it now, but at the time it was a lot more rapping. And that was like the first song that really got me like booked to like 3, 4, 5 shows. And I was like, all right, go cool. I think I found this, the sweet point that right where I'm supposed to be at in order to connect with the people here, along with still being able to connect with the other audience that I think I'm for, which is like the rapping on a world scale too as well. Along with watching Ghana rap industry develop too as well. But that was definitely the moment, getting booked for those few shows. And I'm like, yeah, I definitely got this going on, you know what I'm saying? Doing the studio, people coming to the studio, got regional people coming from like Trinidad and Jamaica. They in the studio, they're like, yo, you pushing a steam. People who are already in the industry here, who are already pushing the steam, and they're like, yo, you're moving out of steam. So I'm like, yeah, this is the moment here. I'm definitely in the game. Dutch is here. I ain't got nowhere to go. It's just to continue influencing people and continue painting the vision, you know?
Alright, cool. So with that being said, you ever felt like if you kind of underrated here?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Point to prove?
Yeah, definitely. The point to prove thing, I'm an older guy. I'm much older now. So like proving a point is mainly to yourself. I look in the mirror when I want to prove a point. But definitely I'm underrated because the rap industry now, it's basically, I would say, it's Lola Doll carrying the rap industry. Let me be straight. And that's a good thing.
How do you feel about that?
No, that's a good thing because the industry needs to grow. So we need people to continue to lift it up and put it out there and be like, hey, this guy needs talent. Even though people might be like, oh, her style is different from what you would prefer or what you're accustomed to. You gotta understand.
This morning tech and setup.
There's an audience for everybody, bro. Look, this guy ekyd'a music, the man ain't singing no lyrics. It's and people going on. They get some music lyrical too, but they get some people they want to hear too much lyrics. You know what I'm saying? No, but that's what I'm saying. It's an audience for everybody. So Lola's doing what she's supposed to do. I want her to do more. because she's obviously creating people like, oh, yo, Guyana. So that's good, along with all the little beats that she got going on, and you know what I'm saying? So definitely I'm underrated when it comes to that, because now the hip hop is really being illuminated. I mean, people listen to hip hop all the time in Ghana. They love the Drake, Lil Babies, the Kendricks, you know, etc., etc.
Everything kind of intertwining with it, from fashion, everything. Like,
Correct.
Up this style now a lot.
Correct.
I think the Spanish people had a lot of influence over them, because they come over here and start swag.
Correct.
These niggas was like, yeah,
nah, we can't take left. It's true. It's definitely.
So what do you think the Guyanese scene needs more of, talent or discipline?
Discipline, because discipline will breed the talent. Yeah, discipline for sure.
Yeah, I think that's accurate.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Because the talent is there, but it does need nurturing and discipline. Discipline is the nurturing that is required. Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so what was one thing that you think Guyanese artists need to change immediately about themselves?
Immediately, it's quite a few things. Let me see. Immediately change. I would say their work ethic. Now, this is for just not music alone. This is overall. However, directly for music, this applies, because when it comes to your work ethic, you definitely gotta keep sharpening this sword. You gotta keep putting pen to paper. Look, Vybz Kartel told you even before he was in jail, he's do X amount of songs when the day come. He don't release 15 songs a day or 15 songs a week, but he might give you a good 3 songs a month. You know what I'm saying? The worst months might be 1 song, but it's because the music already pushing enough for himself. He's a man creating multiple songs. He keeps sharpening his sword. Guyanese, we get carried away with the success. Somebody do a song, you get a little 50,000 views on TikTok, or 100,000 or 500,000, 1 million. People feel like views mean ticket sales or product sales. It literally says what it is. View. It's a view. I view it. It doesn't mean I like it. That's why they have less likes and more views, because I can view something, but I don't have to, like it. So there's the thing with it. They see this shot, they see these things, and they take it as like overwhelming success and be like, yeah, all right, good, and they start throttling back. That's when you're supposed to throttle forward. You know what I'm saying? So definitely the work ethic is crucial. You know what I'm saying?
All right, cool. So you feel like the scene in Guyana is united, or everybody just doing their own thing? I mean, they got 1, 2 little
groups teams, yeah.
Like I was seeing yesterday, my friend showed me Tonio GY and this other guy put all the track together. One Time Records.
Tony G, I know the name. That's you talking about Antonio is his name?
I don't know his name.
Or it's Tony GY. I think I know the artist name.
They're from One Time Records.
Yes.
And they have like a lot of community within their camp, so they build a lot with each other.
That's excellent.
You know what I'm saying? But the scene in general, do you think it's missing unity? You think a lot of people...
Definitely, because what we fail to understand, for example, the industry itself, like I was saying with the Lola thing, it's necessary for the growth of the industry. She's bringing back viewers, revenue, capital back to the industry. So that unity allows that capital and stuff to come back. It's just like if me and you working together, we're doing something, I'm bringing my audience to you, you bringing your audience to me. So now we be able to think. So when we do this on a larger scale, it allows everybody to now be like, cool, let's pool, this capital and resource towards this environment / industry. And it helps tremendously when it comes to the growth. Unity is the strongest power, so that's definite.
I think networking is very important.
Very important. We're now going to that level because of this technology. That's one. Guyanese people were a little bit behind, but you can definitely see the country and the people are growing much faster because, again, technology is allowing us accessibility to knowledge, and we're getting to be like, hey, I could record myself by, people within a space of time. I remember, look, 2018 to 2020, I doing songs and I get recording equipment. People they didn't even know how to record on a mic. 2020 to 2022, everybody recording on the phone with my lab. One big jump on Lab is a big leap from just freestyling in front of your friend to actually hearing how a song's supposed to sound and the direction it needs to go. And then from 2024 to now, everybody got I go into AG, I go into Chance, I go into Future Vision, I go into this one. You know what I'm saying? Because I be preaching on them, and I tell them, yo, we sit down and we give these other creators and artists a lot of praise, but charity begins at home, bro.
Yeah, bro. We gotta love ourselves.
You do the right here, it's gonna grow so much.
It's gonna blow up, you know what I'm saying?
So much.
Just from the artist community alone. If they see that you guys fuck with each other, they're gonna fuck with you. You know what I mean?
Look, a lot of artists, I mean, I do a lot of features with a lot of artists, but there's a lot of artists that I would go and support or find a way to see how Future Vision itself, even if not me directly, but Future Vision itself can be able to support in some form of way, even if it's an event where we got to come out and we have our team out there, or it's a song whereby I got to get my people to promote your song on the radio. And even though you're not part of my team, I'm still gonna, yo, like, what you got going on here? What you doing stuff? What you doing with this song, bro? You know what I'm saying? Ting. You gotta, all right, cool, let me call my guy. I got somebody who could plug your body. This song needs to be on the radio. Talk to this guy right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I don't shun, you know, I don't gatekeep. You know what I'm saying? I don't gatekeep.
You just gotta kill your ego, man.
You got to, this how we gotta make this thing grow. And I think a lot of people kill the ego or kind of bite the tongue. You know, sometimes some people just bite the tongue, even though they really put aside the ego, because you can't stop the inevitable. So like the same thing I'm saying, like with the Lolas and the other people are following, the Kush, the Azaras, whoever, the Mafis, these people, you can't stop them. They're already at a level and they're pushing. So no matter what you try to do, they gotta bore through. You just got to support it. Yeah. You understand? Facts. Until they decide to do something real ridiculously stupid for you, like be like, all right, cool. It's too much. Yeah. But remember, this is entertainment. It's art. It's expression. It's all within the realms of art, creativity. It's not impersonal. You know what I'm saying?
All right, let me stop preaching to them a little bit and just. Let me ask you, you're on an island you stranded on an island. You got 3 albums to listen. What's them 3 albums you're listening to? If you can't give me 3 albums, give me 3 artists that you definitely need to support.
All right, I can start with the 3 albums. Probably Nas and Damian Marley. That is Distant Relatives. Yeah, I can listen to that over and over and over. But I'm a person that got high energy too, so I definitely got to listen to probably in between album the More Life Drake or either the Take Care Drake. One out of the two, I ain't sure, but I'll probably take the More Life. And I probably gotta get one Gangsta album in there. But I'll probably take an MJ though, just for soothing. Take one MJ album. I'll probably either take the Thriller or the Invincible. I like his older music too as well. So I like Invincible. That was a good comeback album. Yeah, so Invincible, probably More Life, and Nas. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Alright. So we got this little rapid fire question, right? I'm gonna say some stuff, you finish it off, and so on, right? So I hate it when niggas what?
Always depressed.
Oh shit. Why? Niggas are depressed?
Nah, the mental health, yeah, but you gotta come out to the slums, you know what I'm saying? Niggas is there on, here was happening, broke mentalities cause depression. Yeah. So you gotta come out to the, and I hate people trying to be, I got depressed moments too, but it's a moment, not a personality. You know what I'm saying? Not my personality. Every time I hear to somebody, all right, now I'm stressed, like, I don't wanna hear it all the time, bro. Please.
I admire blank in a woman.
Simplicity.
Simplicity.
Yeah.
You know what everybody said when I asked them the question?
What?
Ass. Ain't nobody gives nothing deep. I was like, what the heck? I'm trying to go these bitches.
I said, yeah.
But my third question is, what do you prefer, ass or titties?
No, it's ass. I'm an ass guy, yeah. It was little titties, big bottom, you know, big thighs, thick thighs save lives.
I like how ass looks with little titties.
Yeah, that ratio is good. There's good balance on the pendulum.
If you woke up with $1 billion in your bank account, what Dutch Dondada do?
I call him a woman and tell she I got $1 billion. Hold on to this money because she can do better with it. I might just spaz.
What do you want people to say about Dutch Dondada 5 years from now?
I didn't get that.
What do you want people to say about Dutch Dondada 5 years from now? And 5 years is literally just now.
Yeah, this 5 years is just now.
Yeah.
I would just want people to be able to say, look at the work that I'm doing and see the influence and the way that I'm, like we were talking about initially, is pioneering this industry. See my influence toward the industry and see my work ethic and how I'm creating an avenue for a particular genre and type of artist that is necessary towards this industry. So when they see me 5 years from now, they'll be like, hey, he was this, the board man to the Lil Waynes, you know what I'm saying? He was definitely the guy that pioneered the next generation, not the next generation, you know what I'm saying? As a little torch, you know what I'm saying? The in between.
I believe this is very possible for you, bro.
Yeah. Strength.
Last question. If success comes tomorrow, what part of your life can come with you?
If success comes tomorrow, which part of my life can come with me? Okay, so I'm gonna break that down. For me, success is defined by what really, right? I believe I'm already successful. So because I got life and I'm procreating too as well. And knowledge is basically success, and I'm very knowledgeable, even I'm not where I need to be overall, but constantly seeking for knowledge makes me successful. So, and knowledge is something that goes with you. The only thing that really can't goes with you is material things. So that's the way I look at that, you know what I'm saying? But the things that can't take with me, it's material things. But definitely knowledge I can take with me, innit? And that's really where the success is.
It was a pleasure talking with you, getting to know you.
Yeah, you already know what's up.
But just whatever it is that you want to leave last with the people, tell them what's coming up, if you follow you, whatever.
You already know what time it is. This is Dutch Dondada. I go by the Prophet, the One. I'm the Future Vision Entertainment founder. You already know you can catch me on any platform. Same name across the board. Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal, Facebook, Instagram. It's Dutch Dondada. You see me on the TV, you hear me on the radio, you hear the voice. I got the Downway 2 project coming up. And I've got a project coming up with my guy, RGK, who got some new songs out already right now. We're pumping out a new song. It's called Essence, you know, something real sensual. Time is the essence, so you already know what I'm talking about. But Future Vision Entertainment got a lot of stuff coming out with the younger artists. And like I said, we got events coming up. August 8th on the 18 football, that's Future Stars Kids Fun Day event. So we got something for the kids. We got something for the adults in the night when the fun day is done. We got a lot of artists who are going to be performing. So let's look out for the progress in terms of the overall branding of Future Vision Entertainment. Look forward to the Downway 2 project. You know what's up. Huh?
Yeah, good, bro. One.